My name is Yeti Nunes, the founder of True Yeti. Welcome to my channel and don't forget to subscribe. 8 steps that helped me overcome binge eating. Number 1, I stopped counting calories. I have counted calories from 18 till I was 50 and I knew every food, I knew every calorie in it. And it just, my FitnessPal was my best friend. And it just freed up a lot of space in my brain and in my life when I stopped doing that and when I stopped obsessing about numbers. Because a coach tells you need to eat 1800 calories. That's what coaches always told me. And in fact, I actually have to eat like 2500 calories, which is so scary to us. I believe a lot of women are not eating enough, are starving themselves, and that's the reason for binge eating. And also your metabolism slows down when you diet, and then when you start eating normal again, you gain like the 5 pounds that you lost, you gain 10. And I think that's a huge problem. But I'm talking about binge eating. My number 2 is no more black and white thinking around food. I had like a whole list of bad foods that I learned from social medias, also from doctors. Unfortunately, I had Lyme disease, and actually my strict clean diets make me binge eat. So no more black and white thinking. Number 3, balanced meals, protein, fat, carbs. So when I learned to eat one cookie, I would balance it with protein and fats. And because if you let yourself go too hungry, chances are that you are going to binge. So balancing your meals is very important. And I do eat now like 5 meals a day. When I worked with a registered dietitian last year, I actually had to eat 6 meals and also grains with every meal. And grains were on a bad list. Grains were on a bad list with me. So that was scary to do, but I'm still here and I have a good relationship with food now and I'm not binging anymore. Number 4, stop following accounts that approve of dieting and being your skinniest ever. So I call it surround yourself with accounts that support anti-diet culture. 5, be body positive. Learn to accept your body. Like, understand that we are all different sizes. You're not better if you're an extra small. You're also not better if you're an extra large. What are your genetics? And I mean, for myself, I tend to have short legs, bigger legs, and I was never liking that. And now I learned to accept it. This is the way it is. And you can actually learn to be happy with your genetically built body. We're all supposed to look different. We're not supposed to look like the supermodels that are 16 and that are in Vogue. Number 6 is using a hunger and fullness scale. I had to learn to trust my body with food, because that's what we do when we are babies. We cry when we're hungry and we stop drinking milk when we're full. So that's literally what I did again. And now I can trust my body. Hey, okay, I still have a quarter burger left. Okay, I'm full. I know that if I go too full, if I'm feeling too stuffed, I'm not feeling good. So I learned to how I feel good in my stomach is, I learned that. I also learned that I don't like to be too hungry. So I know that I have to eat every few hours. I ditched the scale. I have no idea how much I weigh. And I did that actually a long time ago, but 2 years ago I started weighing myself again. And it's like such a roller coaster in your mind if you're not obsessed with that anymore. You can do so many other things with that time, and that time that you're obsessing about it in your head. And actually, it would sabotage myself too. If I was lower weight, I would actually think, oh, I can binge today, I can eat some more. And then it would turn into a binge, yeah. So I was completely always sabotaging it or feeling bad if the scale was higher, which is a very normal thing to do. Number 8 for me was stop body checking. I noticed that a lot of women, when they get up, from in a bar, they're checking themselves out in a window. How does my butt look? And I would check myself out in store windows all the time, mirrors in the gym, and then I would not like what I see. And even at my skinniest, I was never happy. And so it is important we stop doing that. And if we do check ourselves, we have to start say positive things to ourselves. And because we tend to be so mean to ourselves, you have to really change that self-talk. And yeah, so stop body checking, and just, it's a learning curve, this whole journey, to be kinder to yourself. And when you find that kindness, you can heal your relationship with food. I'm really doing well. And so if you have any questions, just drop it in the comments. I can point you in a right direction. I'm not a coach or dietitian, but I worked with a dietitian. And if you need help, I would strongly advise to get help, because there is hope. There is hope, and life is so much better without binge eating.